This is my favorite way to elevate basic bamboo shades if you can't tell from all the different ones I've done. First, we need measurements to determine how much fabric we need. You'll need 4 equal vertical pieces for the valance and 2 horizontal pieces. You'll also need to measure for 4 equal vertical pieces for the main body of the shade and 2 horizontal. I'm cutting this fabric on the bias because I want a diagonal check design, but you don't need to cut your fabric on the bias for any other reason. Add up all your measurements and use long lengths of your fabric to save a little time running the fabric through the bias tape maker. I'm using the red 1.5 inch one and ironing it down. I'm folding and gluing the raw edge of my first piece so it has a finished edge. This gets glued to the mounting board. Glue it along the valance and cut it exactly at the end of the valance. Repeat on the other side. Let's take a quick glue break. As a guide, I'm laying my fabric along the vertical threading on the shade so that it's not crooked. The distance between this inset piece of fabric and the fabric that trims the edge is about the width of one fabric strip. Now it's time to adhere the first horizontal piece. I'm using the bamboo pieces as a guide here again across the width of the valance, making sure my fabric stays on the same exact bamboo pieces all along the width. Next up is a piece of fabric that wraps halfway around the bottom of the valance. Use the center point on the back of the fabric where the 2 folded ends meet to act as a guide and help you maintain exactly half of the fabric strip on the front of your valance. Let's take a quick glue break to make sure everything is adhered nice and tight. Let's flip the valance over and glue the fabric all along the back. The last 2 strips are the 2 edges. These also wrap halfway around the sides of the shade. Use a center fold point on the back of the fabric as a guide. Cut about 1/2 inch down the middle of the fabric, folding the raw edges down so that the front half of the fabric can attach to the mounting board and the back half can wrap around the back of the valance. Glue the fabric down the length of the valance and cut it 1 inch beyond the end of the valance. Notch this like I do in the video to get rid of excess bulk fabric and create a finished look to the corner. Now it's time to start adhering the fabric to the main shade. The most important part is making sure the fabric strips on the main body of the shade align with the pieces on the valance. So double check your work as you glue along, working in sections. Adhering the fabric to the main body of the shade is the same as it was for the valance, so let's repeat that process. After adhering the 2 inset pieces, one on the left of the shade and one on the right, it's time to glue on the edge pieces. Make sure you're maintaining a consistent width between the insetted piece of fabric and the edge piece. It's time for a glue break. Let's flip the shade over and glue everything on the back. The final piece you'll apply is the bottom horizontal piece. We'll cut this piece a little long on the ends to wrap in on the sides, hiding all of our edges. And that's really it.